Well, I guess it's time for class to start. We'll go ahead and jump in here. I'm Neville Longbottom. I'm subbing for Professor Sprout. I wish I wasn't, but I'm here to do my best. So today we're going to be talking about basic herbology and networking, which is talking to people. So let's go ahead and get started. So how many of you know what this tree is here? Well, if you guessed it in your minds, this is a Winnipeg tree, and there's a 70% chance if you touch the bark of this tree that you'll be protected from dark creatures. So that's a very useful tree, especially if you're scared of dark creatures chasing you. You just put your hand on the bark, it will save you. Now, we've been talking to a lot of muggles, and similar to this tree, giving you a 70% chance of protection, we've found over the summer that 70% of students in the United States said they found an internship or a job through cold networking. Now what do I mean? Cold networking, that means they're talking to people they've never met. I know that sounds absolutely horrific, but if you talk to people you've never met before who may have worked in jobs you might be interested in, we found it makes a huge difference for your future career. So you may be like me and think, the last thing I want to do is sit by a bunch of people I've never met and have to talk to them, especially if the man on the left is there. Professor Snape is absolutely terrifying. But don't fret. I have found a lot of comfort imagining like I'm a mandrake, and yes, if I get pulled out of my pot and have to talk to people, I just want to scream and say, put me back in my pot. But here at BYU, we have some wonderful magical herbs and remedies that can help you get through it. For example, some of you may have heard of Gillyweed. My friend Harry used Gillyweed once to be able to breathe underwater, and his hands were webbed. He could swim fast. Pretty remarkable, actually. And the last thing we want to happen to you is that you feel you're drowning when you have to network. And so we recommend using connect.byu.edu. This is a place where alumni of the school come to us and say, I want to help. I want to help students find work. I want to help students with their career decisions. And we say, wonderful, make a profile on BYU Connect. This happened with Headmaster Albus Dumbledore. He came to me and he said, I want to help students. And I said, make a profile. And he did. And well, I didn't talk to him like that. I said it more like, please make a profile, Headmaster Sir. And he said, thank you, Neville. And then he did. And one of the things that I really love about connect.byu.edu is I don't ever know what to say in electronic messages, and it writes it for you. You don't have to have any social skills at all, actually, which is really nice. And so you can connect with people, and it will write it all up for you. Just fill in the blanks and hit send. Now, many of you are wondering, well, what else do you have? If you were looking for a reference for new plants, I would absolutely recommend you check out Phyllodospor's 1,000 Magical Herbs and Fungi. It's really unmatched. And for those of you who are new to networking, I'd absolutely recommend that you check out LinkedIn. There's thousands of magical alumni connection opportunities there if you'll just utilize them, including connecting with career services members who'd love to help you. One of the things I really love about LinkedIn is that you can go to the BYU page, and on the left, there's this magical alumni button. You click that, and it kind of opens up a Marauders map of sorts. You can see what people are up to, where they live, where they work, and they don't even know that you're seeing what they're doing. I guess that sounds a little creepy. They do. I mean, they allow you to. They've opted in. So you can see what they're doing. So if you're wondering what do people who studied my major do now, or what career paths have they followed, use this resource. You can see what they've done, where they're working, and how they got there. And it can be really useful and not creepy, actually. So if you're thinking, well, how much is all this going to cost? You know, if you were to go to Flourish and Blots, you'd have to pay 2 galleons for the book, 1,000 Magical Herbs and Fungi. But Little Wizards and Wishes, I don't want you to pay a single cent for networking. Okay, so pay for your school books always, but don't pay to network. You can talk to us at Career Services and help you use LinkedIn and other tools without losing a single sickle. You see what I did there? There's alliteration. Okay, all right. So whenever I talk to new people, even saying hi can be nerve-wracking. It can feel like I'm caught in a devil's snare, like my friend Hermione. But what I want to encourage you to do is think about Hermione and what she did in this situation. She shed light on the fear on the plant, and it hated it. It pulled back. If you shed light on others, fear will disappear. And you may think, well, how do I do that? Well, I'd encourage you when you're networking to say things like, I want to learn about you. In a phone call or a Zoom call for 15 minutes, maybe you ask some questions like, how did you end up in this career? Or what do you like most or least about your work? You'll find as you seek to show people that you have real interest in them, that they will take the time to get to know you and will want to help you and will help you find what you want and what you need. Thank you for joining me in Herbology class today. It's absolutely a pleasure that it's all over, isn't it? So the password is WHOMPING WILLOW. Continue on with 4 other classes to get your passwords and your prize. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.